Today's Hindu editorial that I'm going to say is two cheers. India better scores in the latest SDG index, but methodological tinkering is cause for concern. India's push in the right direction is achieving sustainable development goals, SDGs relatable to uh, clean energy, urban development, and health has helped it improve its overall SDG score from 60 in 2019 to 66 in 2021. According to NITI Ayogya's SDG India Index 2020 to 2021, besides SDGs on eradication of poverty and hunger, measures related to the availability of affordable clean energy in particular showed improvement across several states and union territories. The campaign to improve the access of households to electricity uh, and clean cooking fuel has been shown to be an important factor. While this is cause for cheer, the index reveals that there has been a major decline in the areas of industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Besides decent work and economic growth, again made worse by the lockdowns imposed by the government seeking to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. But the stark difference between the southern and western states on the one hand and the north central and eastern states on the other in their performance on the SDGs point to persisting social, economic, and governance disparities. These, these it left unaddressed will exacerbate federal challenges and outcomes as seen in the public health challenges during the second wave across some of the world of the states. Notwithstanding the improvement in key indicators, the index has curiously made some methodological changes that render comparisons on some SDGs and previous years moot. The SDG on inequality shows an improvement over 2019, but the indicators used to measure the score have changed. The 2020 and 2021 index drops several economic indicators and gives greater weightage to social equality. Indicators such as representation of women and people from marginalized communities in legislatures and local governance institutions and crimes against SC and or ST communities by dropping the well organized Gini coefficient measure and the growth rate for household expenditure per capacity among 40% of rural and urban populations. Instead, only the percentage of population in the lowest two wealth quintiles is used. The SD score on inequality seems to have missed out on capturing the impact of the pandemic, as the UN assessment of the impact of COVID 19 had said the South Asian region may see rising inequality. This is our today's Hindu editorial. Thank you.